Hello, uh, phantastitches. Elizabeth Martinez, here with my update number. I have my notebook right here. 341, I believe. Yes. Today is July. What is it? The 4th was Thursday. 5th, 6th. July 6th. Sorry. I'm all discombobulated. As you can tell, I'm not in taping in my usual place. I am sorry about that. The light is weird in here. I'm in my room actually. You can see all my stuff in here because as I mentioned before, we're in the process of packing up, and we're going to be moving soon. And so the living room where I usually film is sort of in a little uproar. Hopefully, some of the stuff in there will be put. We rented. My sister and I rented a storage unit yesterday, and so this weekend we're hoping to take a lot of stuff to the storage unit, and so that'll help clear up some of the area in the living room, hopefully, and we'll see how things go after that. But anyway, so I'm in here, and then today my sister and I, we gone over to my younger sister's house to do our Three Sisters video, and then afterward, Eve and I were back here at the house and having some lunch, and an issue happened with the dog. She was, like she was going to throw up. Well, she did finally, but so Eve was trying to get her out the dog door, and in doing that, she slipped and hit her hand, we think, on the corner of the coffee table. But she had a big, little gash in her hand, I guess, and bruising and stuff, and so we decided to go to the urgent care because it was very, very ugly. It was bleeding a lot, and we didn't know. I didn't know whether she would need stitches or anything, but at least we figured they could at least look at it and bandage it and all that stuff. So, and I think they think that she probably sprained her wrist, and so they were doing some X-rays to check on that and all that stuff. But anyway, so she's kind of bandaged up and everything, but she's basically okay. It's just she didn't break anything or whatever, but it's very painful, I'm sure. Anyway, so that's how we spent the day. But so I'm finally getting around to doing my update, and like I said, I'm in a different place because of all the uproar in the house and stuff. So you might expect some cat shenanigans. I actually started to film this earlier, and Puck was up here on the chair and all that. Right now he's lying on my bed, relaxing, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, so last Saturday was the 29th of June. So I had one more day in June, and last time I had worked on, in the last couple of days of June, I had worked on the reindeer, the Cottage Garden Samplings Year in the Woods series, number 12. So I worked on this a little bit, and so I just worked on it some more on the 30th, and my sister took the cross-stitch police are gonna get you, because this was my June WIPGO piece, and I worked on it at the beginning of July. So this is the reindeer. Let me take a little bit of this. So I worked a little bit more on the body. Sorry about the glare here. I don't know, the lighting is weird here. But so I was working on this brown, and I went ahead and did, the tail and the legs. And right up in here is some half stitches, because I was working my way back up this way to finish this here. And then there's some more brown in the inside of the back leg here. But I'm stitching what I call out and back. I guess it's technically the Danish method. You do half this way and then come back across the X. So that's what I've been doing, like right here. That's why these are half stitches in this area. I'm trying to get the light to cooperate there. So I'm working my way back up here and finish this, and then eventually, like if I do more brown, they'll be over here. But I don't think that I'll necessarily do this anymore, work on this for a while, because like I said, this was my June WIPGO. But it's it's coming along very nicely. You can see his little body. So I did the brown that was in up here. So what brown is in his front legs is done, and this apart from the part that goes in the middle, there's those brown there. It's almost finished. It's just this little triangle. But anyway, so that was the reindeer. So I did another week on it, and for this month, of course, is the little brown bat. And so I haven't done anything on that yet, but that's where it's gonna go. Yeah. So that's the number 10 of that series. So I'm still working on it, and that's that's this one here. This is number 10. So I've just barely when I guess I just started it last year, and I did just the sort of the outline of this the little bones in his hand, kind of yeah. So hopefully I can get, this month I can get some, a lot more of that done, because I just had a minimal start on it. I'm trying to find a safe place to put my my stuff after I finish talking about it. Sorry. Okay. So then I have spent the most time this week working on my cross-stitch camp, July cross-stitch camp piece. And of course the challenge for this month was to change at least two colors in a multicolored chart. This is, I folded it up, this little copy I made of the page from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. This is designed by Whitley, Quimby. I think I may have, I have to look at my notes from last month, but I think I put Martha Quimby, but her name is Whitley Quimby, excuse me. Whitley Quimby of Sugar Maple Designs is the designer of this. This is called Carrots Away. A little bunny disseminating carrots from his carrot pane. So this was my cross-stitch camp piece, and like I said last week, I think, I sort of changed out all of these colors. Most of them were, where's the word? Southern Fried Floss, I think is the name of the yeah, Southern Fried Floss was what most of the colors were, along with a couple of DMCs and a couple of Classic Colorworks colors. So for the most part, I used the Classic Colorworks colors. I used at least one of them. I don't know, but I changed almost all the colors, and made them all either Classic Colorworks or I think Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. So they're all Fancy Floss colors that I used on that, but they're obviously not necessarily the colorful colors. I think Sticks and Twigs was used like for the inside of the wheel there, and for these little crossbars and the propeller and all that of the airplane. I think that's all Sticks and Twigs, and that was one of the only colors that I did not change, I think. But so those are the colors that were called for. And so you can't really tell necessarily that it's different colors. It's not like a different radical change of colors. Excuse me, there's a cat getting into something here. Stop. 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 That's not for cats. That is not for cats. Excuse me 1 minute, please. Sorry, I was trying to avoid disaster there. So anyway, this is my stitching that I did. So I'm actually coming along pretty nicely. I have the latter half of the back half of the carrot along with the tail fins of the carrot airplane. Sorry, this thread is I was using it to sort of keep track of where I was. But what I didn't realize when I looked at the picture here was there's a border around there it's a simple little border along here. I hadn't even noticed that. Like when I was looking at the picture, I was looking mostly at these other elements, and I just figured it was part of the like trim, the framing trim, like this orange color is. I guess it's mounted like on something, on a fabric backing, and then stuck in the frame, and so I hadn't really paid close attention to the border around there. So when I was looking at it and I was going to start in the left-hand corner or whatever, I realized, oh, there's a border on there. So I did the border. The border is the same color as like the rabbit's scarf. So yeah. So I worked on the border, and that helped me, place the cloud and the the propeller. So I started there. So there's like a little green canopy on the kind of top part of the it's not really a canopy, whatever, the top of the airplane, how biplanes or whatever are. So there's a little top part that goes across here, and that's the same color as the tail fins of the airplane. And I'm almost done with the airplane body here. There's a cat hair or something on there. And then the bunny goes like right here. And then those carrots, and then there's a couple more clouds down here, and then it'll be done. So it's coming along very nicely. And I did, the darker color on this carrot airplane was a DMC color, and I changed that out to Weeks Dye Works Pumpkin, and then this one is Classic Colorworks Pumpkin Harvest, I think it's called. And so I was afraid that there wasn't enough contrast, but my sisters were saying that you can see it a little better than the contrast in the picture. But yeah, so it looks pretty good. Excuse me, there's a cat. Get out of there, please. Go. It's not a place for cats. Go. We're having a little fight. Sorry. I'm having to keep the cat out of the stuff here. So anyway, that's carrots away. So I'm hoping to finish this, it's a little hard because while I'm stitching, I'm thinking I should be packing. But, so anyway. And then the other thing I worked on, just starting today, I worked a little bit on one of my WIPGO pieces, which is Aprile Dolce Dormir, which I translate as sweet. Dolce is like sweet. Dormir is sleep. April is Aprile is April, I guess. Spring, April. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the big one here. There's also a chart for this by itself. And I don't know how different it is from this thing, except for maybe the Z's. I don't know. It's very much the same. Yeah. This is the smaller piece. But there's a chart, a separate chart for this, as opposed to the big chart for this. But I'm doing the big one here. So when I started, I had just done some of the leaves here, and today I just worked on. Oh, fuck. I worked on part of the stem. Hold on, please. This is going to be full of a bunch of little bits and pieces. Anyway, so today I worked on just part of the stem, and I was going to go up and go this way, but instead I decided to go down this way. So this is almost to the bottom of the design here, and then I can work my way across this way. But anyway, so that's the Aprile Dolce Dormir, and this is by, I'll put the thing over here, Madame Chantilly. Yeah. So do that, and there's those little bunny, mother and father and the baby over here, sleeping on a big carrot. Yeah, so that's a very cute design. So that's one of my WIPGO pieces for this month. So that's really all I've worked on. I've like I said, we're in the process of packing up, and so I spent a lot of time doing all that, and then just very little time stitching each night and all that. So that's why we're in the middle. Now I'm going to pause on purpose here for a second without a cat. Okay, so I wanted to touch on the things that our friend and viewer Vicki sent, and she sent us a nice little card. It had some very nice, very kind sentiments inside, and I have my other cat. No, Puck is back. Puck is enjoying the box, and he's very anxious to get in the box. He really likes it. Anyway, so she sent us this lovely little card, and then, like I said, my sister Naomi already took the yarn stuff out. So you'll have to watch our 3 Stitchers video to see the yarn and the yarn kits. There's like a couple of shawl kits, and then a book about mittens by Knit Picks that actually was exactly what Naomi was looking for. But so she sent us, she sent a set of brushes that I'm sure Eve will put to good use. And then she also sent a copy of this Happiness is Homemade. This is from the 2023 Nashville, got my hand in the way here, Nashville Needlework Market. And this is the annual cookbook that the designers put out. And so there's recipes and charts in here. So there's one that's really cute. It's by the Blue Flower, one of her, a little squirrel pattern. But there's some really good, there's one here for almond squares, peanut blossoms, snowball cookies, triple threat brownies. So some of these have a picture of the completed cross stitch, and others just have the chart. So I was looking to see if there's a picture for this one from Janine McGowan of the Blue Flower. But it's, she's done a bunch of those squirrel designs, winter squirrel, summer squirrel, whatever, autumn squirrel, I think is one of them. I have a couple of them. I have 2 or 3. But so this one is another one of those little squirrel patterns. It's a squirrel cutting some rosemary. Yeah, some herbs. Yeah, salted rosemary shortbread from Sister Pie Bakery is the recipe that Janine McGowan provided. But so the chart is rosemary squirrel. So it's a squirrel cutting a sprig of rosemary. So it's very cute. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of nice little patterns in that cookbook. And then there's a little postcard, and I don't know, I think I might have this because I had placed an order with Lindy Stitches. This is the Lindy Stitches design, Thankful Swan. I think I have it. So if I do, then I won't have to fight Eve for this pattern. It's really cute. Really cute pattern from Lindy Stitches. Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. And then also this Spots and Stripes Year of the Dragon collection. This is from Ingleside Imaginarium. There's two dragons there. I'm trying not to get the glare here, so I don't want to take it out of the package. There's two dragons sort of facing off there. Very interesting. And I think it calls for Bestitch Me Hand-Dyed Silks, Cauldron, and Dragon's Breath. And the fabric is 32 count linen in Dragon's Breath by Bestitch Me also. So this was apparently part of Bestitch Me's Dragon Mystery Box, as well as part of the Year of the Dragon collection by Ingleside Imaginarium. So yeah. So anyway, she sent that to us. It's nice little dragons. And then this one is designed by Stitching with the Housewives, Bunny Garden. There's another one. I'm trying to not get the glare on here. Or you can see, let me see if I can get the, there it is. That's a better picture of it. Yeah. So, I was looking at it, and I hadn't seen it really close up. Let me get this over here. And I was thinking, is that a bunny? That looks kind of weird looking bunny. The bunny's back here. If I get a better picture of it. Yeah. So the bunny's back here. It's a brown bunny. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's very cute. And I think Eve said she had a similar design, a different, not Bunny Garden, but a similar Stitching with the Housewives design that would go with that. Sorry, I'm dropping things. And then there's also, the other thing that was included is this Tiny Modernist chart Halloween calendar. And I don't know if it says on here what year this is from, what the copyright year on this is. I don't see it offhand, but yeah. So it's very cute. All these very cute designs. Halloween calendar by Tiny Modernist. Yeah, very cute. There's a little raven. There's a black cat. There's a mummy. That looks like Frankenstein. Various witches and ghosts, and there's a skeleton. Yeah, very cute, very cute. So thank you to Vicki for all the goodies, and yeah. So, also, sorry, I tucked this over here and I almost forgot it. I tucked this over here to get him out of the way of the cat. She sent a bunch of trims. So, let's see, these three. Let's see, this is actually a floss pack. Fancy floss. From these are all Weeks Dye Works colors, and I suspect it's from Lindy Stitches because it has this little tied together with a little ribbon. So it might be it's some floss pack or something, I imagine. It's not the Thankful Swan thing. That's in DMC colors. So I'm not really sure what this is a floss pack for, but there's a bunch of Weeks Dye Works colors. I'm not gonna talk about all of them. Well, maybe I will. See if I can open this bag. So, yeah, these are the colors. These are reds and whites. They're, Grassland is the green one. River Otter. Winter Wheat is the, and Cardinal is the red, and then Queen Anne's Lace is this this color here. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's a floss pack or something, but it's because of this ribbon, I imagine it's Lindy Stitches, but I'm not positive. But anyway, so I might have to fight Eve for that. Because actually, I don't think I have any of those weak Star Wars colors. The titles of them do not sound familiar. But then there's a bunch of like finishing trims. This is some fringe yarn. Here. It's a sparkly, fringy looking yarn. This pack of trims, this is from Joann's. So there's some pom-pom trim and some cording and some rickrack and the cording here. This one is, I think, also from Joann's. And there's some of their finishes there, some lace and things like that. Other kinds of trim. And then, make sure I grab all of these. So there's these two that are similar, and this is like felt border. One is red and one is a sort of a gingery brown color. See if I can get the light show. Yeah. So that it's like 3 feet of felt border trim. And then this little spool of baker's twine. This is 10 yards, yeah. That's a nice blue and white baker's twine. So this is nice because I have, like, you know, red, white, and green, and, you know, red and white, green and white, red, white, and green baker's twine, because I've usually bought it like at Christmas time. And so it's nice that this is a blue and white. I think it's blue. I don't know if it says here. Green. It's green. It's green and white. But yeah. So anyway, but it's a lot of trim. So thank you very much to Vicki, and excuse me. I think that's about it. I'm hoping in this next week I'll have a little more time to stitch without feeling guilty, because I'm not doing other things, because I still have a lot of work to do. You know, I want to box up all my stuff that's in the bathroom, and on my computer desk that's out there. There's some things that need to be boxed up and put away, and I still have work to do in here on, you know, some of my stuff here. So so I don't know how much time I'll have for stitching in this, at least especially in this coming week, and then you know, because we're trying to, you know, get everything cleaned up so that we can put the house on the market and possibly have people come in and look at it if they aren't interested in buying it. So, you know, all of that just depends on a lot of things, on what people can afford and what people are interested in and all that. You know, it's just, and so, pardon me. You know, and it's one of these difficult situations where, you know, our ability to purchase another house depends on when this house sells, so that we have the money from this one to buy that one, you know, that kind of situation. And so it's, you know, it's one of those up in the air kind of things, you know, like the timing has to be right, the house has to be right, and all that. So So, yeah. So anyway, so because I'm in the process of having to box things up, I'm trying to decide, like, what are my stitching stuff I need to keep and, keep handy, and stuff that can be boxed up, and then just boxing up my room, my junk in the room and all that. So anyway, yeah. So I don't know that how much stitching I'll have time for, but I'm hoping to finish that Carrots Away piece very soon. Anyway, so sorry, that cat is. All my cats are acting up. So, but hopefully, like I said, I'll be able to spend some time doing that. And so I think that's all I have to talk about and all I have time for right now. But I will see you all next week. Oh, and I want to thank also, I think her account name is The Stitching Owl. Excuse me, there's a cat. Stop. Who commented on my last week's video that she had just found my videos and all that. So thanks a lot. I hope you're still watching. Thanks for that little note. And yeah, so little by little, I'm people, and I guess a lot of it has to do with hashtags and the algorithms on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, if you stumbled across this channel by accident, welcome. Thanks for watching, and thank you again to Vicki and to all my regular viewers, to people who comment regularly on my videos. Thank you so much, and tell all your friends, whatever. But so yeah, I think that's it. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.